interviewing me for a warm tale to bring you calm and restful dreams. Courage and Swift Pea, a tale of strength. This story is about a boy named Porridge who learns the true meaning of strength from a wise old owl named Swift Pea. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by verdant forests and sparkling streams, lived a young boy named Porridge. Porridge was known for his kind heart and boundless curiosity, but he often felt weak and small compared to the towering trees and vast fields around him. One evening, as Porridge sat by the stream, thinking about his longing for strength, he heard a soft, wise voice behind him. Turning round, he saw Sweet Pea, the venerable owl known throughout the village for her wisdom and guidance. "Why do you look so troubled, young Porridge?" Sweet Pea asked, with a gentle smile. "I wish I were stronger," Porridge replied, "so I could help my family and friends more." Sweet Pea's eyes twinkled as she perched on a nearby branch. "True strength comes from within," she said softly. "Let me take you on a journey to discover that strength." With a flap of her wings, Sweet Pea guided Porridge through the moonlit forest. They reached a clearing where ancient, wise trees stood tall, their branches whispering secrets to the wind. "These trees have stood for centuries," Sweet Pea began, "because their roots are deep and reach out to hold each other. They draw strength from the earth and from one another." Porridge watched in awe, understanding the significance of the trees' unity. With Sweet Pea continued, "Just as these trees stand strong together, so can you. Your strength comes from your heart, your kindness, and your connections with those you love." As the dawn's light began to tinge the sky with hues of pink and gold, they returned to the village. Porridge felt a newfound sense of strength within him, not from muscles or might, but from the bond he shared with his family and friends. From that day on, Porridge helped his village with a cheerful heart. He discovered that lifting others' spirits, sharing laughter, and offering support made him stronger than any physical feat could. And though the towering trees and vast fields remained grand and majestic, Porridge no longer felt small. He understood that true strength was a gentle, unyielding force that came from love and community. Our next tale awaits, calm and heartwarming. Lobelia and the Cosmic Generosity. This story is about a young woman named Lobelia, whose act of generosity brings lasting abundance to her village, and her friendship with the Cosmic Traveler. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled in the lush valleys of Earth, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Lobelia. She was known throughout the village for her radiant smile and generous spirit. In clear starry night, as Lobelia was gazing at the heavens, a shimmering light descended from the sky. From the light emerged Sakura, a traveler from the cosmos, adorned in a robe of stardust. Lobelia, curious and welcoming, invited Sakura into her home. They shared stories of their worlds, and Lobelia learned about the vast, wondrous universe beyond her own. In turn, Lobelia shared tales of Earth's beauty and the simple joys of her village life. Sakura was deeply moved by Lobelia's kindness and the warmth of her hospitality. When it was time for Sakura to leave, Lobelia gifted her with a heart-shaped locket as a symbol of friendship. In return, Sakura bestowed upon Lobelia a tiny, glowing crystal that granted wishes the pure of heart. Lobelia, although tempted to use the crystal for herself, chose to use it to help her village. She planted the crystal in the village square, and it blossomed into a magnificent tree that bore fruit every season, ending hunger in the village forever. The villagers, overwhelmed with gratitude, came to love Lobelia even more for her selflessness. Akira, watching from the stars, smiled knowing her gift had made such a profound difference. From that day forward, Lobelia became a legend in the village, her generosity echoing through generations. And so, The bond between Lobelia and Sakura, one grounded in kindness and mutual respect, continued to shine as brightly as the stars they both admired. Our next story is ready to carry you further into rest. Blossom and Clover, Forging Bonds. This story is about a girl named Blossom, who with the help of an angel named Clover, learns to channel love and light to save her village from famine and forge deeper connections with its inhabitants. In a quaint village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Blossom. Blossom was known throughout the village for her kindness and radiant smile, which could light up even the gloomiest of days. One evening, while playing near a sparkling brook, she stumbled upon an injured dove fluttering weakly by the water's edge. As she gently cradled the bird in her hands, a soft light enveloped her, and a figure with shimmering wings appeared before her. "I am Clover," said the angelic being, "and you have shown great compassion to one of my creatures." Blossom gazed in awe at Clover, her eyes wide with wonder. "I will teach you the language of the angels," Clover continued, "so you may help others in ways you have never imagined." Over the coming weeks, Blossom and Clover spent countless hours together. They forged an unbreakable bond, sharing stories, laughter, and tears. Clover taught Blossom how to heal wounds with a simple touch, and to see the beauty in every soul. One day as a bitter winter approached, the village faced a terrible famine. The crops had failed, and the villagers were growing desperate. Blossom, with Clover by her side, decided to use her newfound abilities to help. Blossom stood atop a hill overlooking the village and summoned all her strength. With Clover as guidance, she chanted sacred words she had learned, and a warm golden light spread across the fields. Miraculously, the crops began to grow, lush and plentiful. The villagers, filled with gratitude and relief, celebrated Blossom and Clover's miracle. They forged a deeper connection with one another, united by hope and kindness. As the years went by, Blossom became a symbol of compassion in the village. She continued to spread love and light, always with Clover Alup's teachings in her heart. Their bond remained strong, reminding everyone that true connections are forged from love and selflessness. Let's continue softly with another tale. Daisy and Susan, a tale of trust. This story is about Daisy, a kind-hearted girl, and Susan, a gentle spider, who form an unbreakable bond of trust and friendship despite their differences. A quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Daisy. Daisy loved exploring nature, and every day after school, she would wander into the woods behind her house. One sunny afternoon, as Daisy strolled through the forest, she stumbled upon a delicate spider web glistening in the sunlight. Sure, at the center of the web was a small spider named Susan. Daisy had always been a bit frightened of spiders, but there was something uniquely gentle about Susan. "Hello," Daisy said softly, her voice trembling slightly. Susan looked up, her tiny eyes filled with curiosity. "Hello, little human," Susan replied in a surprisingly gentle voice. Over time, Daisy and Susan became friends. Daisy would visit Susan every day to watch her weave intricate webs, the threads shimmering like silver in the daylight. Susan, in turn, would listen intently as Daisy shared stories about her life and dreams. One day, a fierce storm rolled in and Daisy was caught in the woods. Sensing her friend's distress, Susan quickly spun a sturdy web across the path, guiding Daisy safely back home under its protective cover. From that day on, Daisy's fear of spiders vanished, replaced instead with gratitude and trust. Despite their differences, Daisy and Susan formed an unbreakable bond, teaching each other the true meaning of trust and friendship. Until next time, may tonight's tea stay with you.